me at all. Down, down, down. Alrighty, and we're back. Who knows where the conversation will take us this time, but we are back for now. Back for now, and hopefully only $56 more to the goal. So hopefully we will meet that goal. We're not far from it. We are very close to the goal, so that'll be nice. Let's see here. We've got the news that Iran rejected that ceasefire, Trump prematurely declaring victory, and the FCC threatened to pull a bunch of news coverage, to pull a bunch of news orgs' licenses if they don't provide positive coverage of the Iran war, which is a really fucking interesting development in America's relationship to its media. Welcome back. Thank you, King Bugs. You have now gotten us down to... Let me think here. Let me do some mental math. You have now gotten us down to... Damn, only $36 away. Holy shit. So, new like goal. The new like goal is... Oh my god, now we're only $16 away? Okay. Your call-in stream is on my birthday? Nice, Margot to hell. I love that. That works out amazingly, doesn't it? You get a Phoebe stream for your birthday. And it is looking very possible. So, I tell you what, if you guys get us up to 30 likes on this live stream, then I will consider that $6 towards the goal. And we will make it to where you guys only need to donate $10 more to get us into that. Local Helldiver, what's up, what's up, what's up? What's up, everybody? Make sure you guys hit that like button. If you guys do hit that like button, get up to 30 likes, and that's a little bit off that fucking goal. We back. We back indeed, Nanbot. We back, we back. You should go bald. Why would I do that? Why on earth would I do that? I have so much fun doing these sometimes. Sometimes they can be a little annoying, but sometimes they're really nice. Sometimes they're really fun. Are you a lesbian? I don't personally self-identify as a lesbian, no. I am primarily interested in women. I am a trans woman, and I suppose that my womanhood does technically make me a woman, or my womanhood does technically make me a lesbian, given that I'm primarily attracted to other women. But I don't self-apply the label, because I'm also attracted to men to some limited degree. I hope you have a wonderful day. So far, so good, actually. So far, so good. I went on a tremendously long walk. Had a couple of walking buddies, so that was nice. 2 miles in total, which is a lot more walking than I normally do. I normally go on like a 20-minute walk, and at my pace, that's like, half a mile. But today I walked a whole 2 miles, which was really fucking nice, but it did leave me with some lasting aches in these here thighs, which is okay, in theory. I can deal with it. I'm a big girl. A really big girl. Long walk walks the car. I just said it was 2 miles. So do you think I have like a mile-long driveway? Why are you indecisive about your gender? I'm not. I'm a woman. No indecisiveness present. You might be the one who's indecisive about your gender, honestly, if you're hyperfixating on how I identify with mine. Keep this weirdo away from your children. The person most likely to harm your children is a cisgender white male that is in your close family. That's the person most likely to touch your kids. Not a trans woman, not a trans person in general. Nope. Cisgender white man family member. Them's the ingredients. Trump or Kamala? Neither. Thinking that you had to choose between one of those awful choices is electoral brain rot. not recognizing that those were both awful choices that didn't give us a positive way forward that actually helps the American working class is a symptom of electoral brain rot. Far left mentality. Yep, I am a far leftist. That is true. YouTube Live is a cesspit. I don't know how you do it, because I've got a skin far thicker than any of these people. I've got a skin. Man, that's hard to fucking say. I've got a skin so thick that it would make a rhinoceros blush. So many haters will line up for you waiting to restart stream. I know. I'm going viral. I'm getting the fucking, golden treatment, I guess. You're an abomination, technically. There is no technically when it comes to a statement like that. Abomination is a moral term. It's a propaganda term. There is no technically being an abomination. You're technically a waste of breath and time, if we want to get technical about it. Sativa or indica? Yes, please. It is sort of funny how, let me read this. This is members chat. You guys should sign up for the membership. It is sort of funny how all the haters seem to get fed trans content. Like, they must be watching a lot of stuff about trans people. Wonder what their fixation is. Well, that's what I've said for months and months now. If you cannot stop watching nothing but trans people, you've got a fixation. Either you've got gender issues that you need to work out yourself. Maybe you're actually trans and you just don't know how to confront it. Or you're attracted to trans bodies, which is fine, but you need to stop being hateful about it. Once again, hit that like button. If we get up to 30 likes on this live stream, we will only be $10 away from the goal, because I will shave $6 off. So get us up to 30 likes if you guys want to see a call-in show tomorrow and another call-in show on Tuesday. Do you believe in God? Nope. I see no compelling evidence to believe that the Christian God is real, or that any other God I've ever been told about is real. Seems like a bunch of hogwash to me, meant to convince small-minded people to go along with the ideas of betters. Come on! Go die in Iran for a fucking pointless war that should have never been started. Don't you know it's called for in the Bible? Holy shit, King Bugs with the hundo kick. Holy shit. King Bugs hitting it up. Can anybody match that on Cash App or fucking Super Chats? I bet not, but we'll see. Oh, look at that. Look at the train is what you really should think about. No, we are now paid up and clear on our goals. Somebody on Cash App sent a little bit of money. Thank you for the $5 on Cash App. I'm not going to say your name out loud because I don't want to dox you or anything like that. But thank you so much. I appreciate that a ton. King Bugs just donated $100, which is awesome. Literally can't tell you how much that helps. That is a tremendous boost to a small channel like mine. I cannot thank you enough, King Bugs. If you want to request some music, you are more than welcome to. That train announcing my dono, literally, that train was like a harbinger of the greatest thing to come. Mr. Naughty Priest got a competitor. Man, that's crazy. W Dono, dang, thank you. Look at this W. There's so many dubs, Do trains wake you up? No. I grew up next to train tracks and have lived within pretty close proximity to them for most of my life. So at this point, honestly, if anything, it's like, it can kind of like lull me to sleep hearing a train siding out or something like that. or having a train like slowly passing by, the initial horn can be a little annoying, but out here it's way louder than it is inside the actual house. Do you support ICE? Not only do I not support ICE, I think ICE should be abolished because it's a redundant institution that represents the misexpenditure of fucking millions of dollars of taxpayer money over the course of its redundant existence. It's redundant and unnecessary existence. ICE doesn't need to exist. There are literally two other organizations that are supposed to fulfill the same fucking functions. Do you support Twinks for Mamdani? Sure. He is a sickness of the highest order. He is not a chick. Oh, Lucero Gaming paying $5 to hate. Pay to hate is the best monetization model that YouTube or any other platform ever came up with. I cannot thank the developers at Google enough for allowing a thing like this to be possible. I mean, hatred's always been an easy thing to monetize, but damn, it's never been this fucking easy. Dumbass gave her money to hate. What an idiot. Don't tell them that. They might get discouraged. LOL, the money doesn't even go to you, clown. Huh? Are you fucking stupid? I know that you've never had a successful channel on YouTube to even a minor degree that would allow you to make an income on this platform. But yeah, 66% of it goes right to me a month after it's made. But still. You handle yourself brilliantly in regards to haters. Brilliant. I hope you are doing well in general. I am doing so excellently, I can't even begin to tell you. The stream has honestly really helped. I love getting out here and expressing my thoughts to you guys and arguing with bitches and arguing with people that are not trying to be bitches but are actually operating in good faith. I love it. I love this shit. It's invigorating, and I had a pretty invigorating day to begin with, so I'm feeling pretty positive on the whole. Blockchain was developed as to use it as a platform that no one can shut down and keep up the good fight. I actually think that blockchain technology is still pretty promising, even if cryptocurrency has turned out to be just another gambling scheme for the 1%, mostly. But that doesn't mean that the underlying technology doesn't have a certain allure and magic to it, right? And this is so gross, so why are you still in here chatting? If you find me so reprehensible and degenerate, why are you still in here? Are you gay? Not being rude, just genuinely wondering. I am bisexual and openly queer, which means that I'm like loud and proud about the fact that I am bisexual. And I'm also a trans woman, but I don't really think that should be conflated with queerness. You can obviously be a trans woman and be completely straight otherwise. You know, you don't necessarily have to be queer to be trans. Your barber actually hates you. It's funny you say that because I get lots of compliments on my hair ever since I started doing the whole like make the bangs come down here thing. You are not a woman. The more times you say that in my chat, the more trans people get their wings and officially are able to transition on their passports and driver's licenses. Every single time a transphobe says you are not a woman, an angelic trans person gets their wings in their process of transitioning and being accepted by their broader society. It's a beautiful thing. How many children did you try to convert to trans? Interesting question, Jonathan Harden. From the like from the subject, or not the subject, but from the structure of that question, I'm going to guess that you have spent a profound amount of time consuming right-wing demagogues who tell you exactly what you need to think about trans people, and I would be willing to bet that you've never looked into one study that actually looks into the process by which people come out as trans, or the process by which trans kids come to be recommended puberty blockers and hormone replacement therapy and stuff like that. You don't understand these things. You've been told how to feel about them by people that are smarter than you and that know how to manipulate your feelings and interests in a way that acts against your interests. How many times do a gay before I'm officially a gay? Serious question. I think you need 3 gays before you can be a gay. Are you ethnically Jewish? Nope. I'm like 70% British and Irish, and the remaining 30% is scattered mostly between Western European countries, Northern European countries, a little bit of Spain, a little bit of Italy, and then I've got like 0.6% Angolan and Congolese, and 0.3% Iranian, Persian, kind of like vague, that area. Hey, can somebody get rid of Mozart MC? They think that they're the main character and that their voice is more important than everybody else's, and they need to be taken down a peg. I appreciate it a ton. Thank you, Ignore. You actually need to be shut down? Well, it's too bad that people have been trying for the entire fucking time I've been streaming and it hasn't worked yet, little sad bitch. And you know what's gonna happen if I ever do get banned off of YouTube? I'm gonna go on Kick and make $1 million over there. You know what happens if I get banned off of Kick? I go on Rumble and make $1 million over there. You know what happens if I get banned on fucking Rumble? I go to Cozy TV, start making money with Nick Fuentes. I don't give a fuck. You will not shut me down. I will be heard. If I have to proselytize to motherfuckers in a coffee shop for donations and a little tin hat, you better believe I'm doing it. I will be heard. Well, there's a reason why I didn't say Twitch, okay? There's a reason why I didn't say Twitch. I know the platforms where I can be a success, okay? I like to skirt controversy. I like to say things that aren't popular on the left or the right. I like to say things that aren't popular on the left, but that are loved by the right. And I like to say a few things that are loved by the fucking left and hated by the right. I am a pretty fucking far left figure, but the things that I say often land me in trouble with both sides of the aisle, which makes me a pretty fucking strong candidate for a platform like Kick or one of these other places that doesn't give a shit about what kind of content you make online as long as you're making money for the platform. I can't see why anyone would want to pay you. Well, it's funny that you don't. I don't, I don't know what to tell you, because so far we've made $147 in donations just to, like, in this stream alone. It's been going for 19 minutes and 12 seconds. There are clearly people that are interested in seeing me do things on this channel. They paid for a content goal. I think that speaks for itself. But if you disagree, you're free to. Never too late to get your shit together. I'm actively in the process of getting my shit together, and you can't tell me to get my shit together when you've got an anime profile picture, okay? Get your shit together. Get your shit together to the point where you can take a picture of yourself that looks nice and that you're proud of, and you can put online as your profile picture. And maybe then I'll take you seriously. I'm sorry, I can't sit here and have a serious political conversation with Igichu Sakurame. Did you really say get our shit together, bud? Yeah, literally, you can't even type and you're trying to tell me that I don't have my shit together? Clean your room, bucko. Can we get slow mode, please? Yes, we can get slow mode and subs only mode. Both of those, I think, will help us quite a bit right now. So subs only mode is pretty simple. Just hit that subscriber button and you will be able to continue chatting. Slow mode is also pretty simple. You're just going to have to wait 20 seconds between sending messages. I'm sorry. Sorry that's got to be this way. Thank you for the $2. I appreciate it a ton. Yay, I know. Now the chat has become usable. Sorry I didn't hit the moron button earlier. You guys really should get us up to 30 likes, though, because I still want to hit that like goal, even if we don't, like, we can't put it towards a goal now because the goals are funded. But it's still nice. Hit that like button. Hello from the Republican Party. I mean, surely you don't think you, like, represent the entire Republican Party. But hello from a disaffected leftist with no party. The Democrats are my enemies. The Republicans, they are too. I could make that into the Democrats are my enemies. Republicans are too. They both want to burn and torture and kill. They both want to send you to die for Israel. Why does it look like your eyes are closed while you're talking? Genuine question. Because I've got the same affliction that our president does. I don't know. I don't know if there's a word for it. I'm trying to get better about it because, like, I started noticing Trump doing it, not just occasionally, but now all the time. Motherfucker's constantly sitting there talking to you like this. And now that I've seen him doing it, I realize how off-putting it is. So I've been trying to work on it, but it is a habit you'll see me slip into. I'm just, like, sitting here, you know, rambling at you guys while my eyes are closed. Like some kind of fucking zombie sleepwalker. I love how small hands will be forever associated with Donald Trump now. He should have never made that comment, man. Now, for the rest of his life, people are going to be looking at his hands and comparing them to their own. I also love the fact that that was supposed to be a thinly veiled dick flex, and then we found out from Stormy Daniels that he has a tiny little pecker. That's pretty funny. What do you think about Iran? I think it's an illegal war of aggression being perpetrated by the United States and Israel in order to secure global hegemony over the Middle East. We see Iran, not we, as in the American people, but the United States government, on both parties, on both sides, has seen Iran as our chief international foe since the 1970s. Literally, since the 79 revolution, we have seen Iran as one of our biggest foes in the Middle East because they've been, ever since then, one of the least controllable players in the Middle East. Everybody else in the Middle East, we have managed to basically bring under Western control. Syria, Iraq, Lebanon, Israel, obviously. Now, Western control doesn't mean that everything improves in these places. Obviously, these are huge human rights abusers and everything because we don't use our diplomatic power for good. We pretty much exclusively use it to establish global hegemony and protect oil rights and resources. We could use it for good, but we don't. The point is, Iran is not part of that sphere. Iran has ties to a lot of different regions in the Middle East because they are one of the oldest cultures in the Middle East that is, like, maintained like a government that can be traced through the ages for as long as that one can. And as a result, Iran is a big thorn in the side of the American government because we do not want to rein in Israel, which is what we all know we would need to do if we wanted to establish long-term, meaningful peace with Iran. We would need to not just normalize relationships with that country, we would also need to rein in Israel and stop them from murdering Palestinians left and right, stop them from doing incursions into Lebanon and all their other neighbors. We would have to exercise the leverage we do have over Israel towards peace in that region. And it starts, figuratively at home with controlling the one country over there that we do have direct control over, in theory. Has your chat always been so obsessed with the trans stuff? I mean, I genuinely don't get it. I watch for political hot takes and music. The fuck is wrong with y'all small brains? There are some people for whom a trans person is interesting for nothing besides their political takes and their thoughts about gender and everything else. Because people are heavily propagandized too about the trans issue. People are constantly told how important it is. People are constantly being told what a danger trans people are, but they never see one, right? It's like they never ever meet a trans person, so they don't have any example and they don't really have anyone to throw the hatred at the wall and see if it sticks. And when they meet someone like me scrolling YouTube Live, they finally have a person to release that vitriol on or to ask their impertinent questions. People just don't know how to react when they see something that they've been propagandized to believe is evil, and it's sitting there in real life having a normal conversation. It's like the first time a white racist meets like a black person, like one-to-one meets a black person and has a conversation with them. That first conversation kind of shatters a lot of their preconceptions about black people. That kind of same thing happens with a lot of transphobes, I find. Even a lot of people that watch my chat, there have been people who, when they first started hanging out, were a lot more transphobic and now kind of understand. And that's a process. I think that's a process that works. It's called contact theory. It's well established and well written about and researched. But it's something you have to be willing to engage in. Holy shit, I had to draw my breath in like a big old church organ. I hate being fat, but I'm working on it. I don't really hate being fat. I hate the fucking inconvenience to my life that being fat sometimes brings. Thank you, by the way, for the King Bugs for the $20. And you got another $20 coming up behind it. Holy shit. King Bugs just taking care of me this month. Taking care of me this fucking whole year, basically. I'm sad that people have to deal with this. I am sad that it happens as well. But you know what? Take comfort in this, King Bugs. I have a skin that, like I said, is so thick it would make a rhinoceros blush. And these people's hateful comments literally exit my brain the second I press the X button. In fact, they usually exit my brain a few seconds before that. Because usually like 20 minutes before I end the stream, I'm already thinking about what I'm going to eat when I go inside, what I'm going to watch to decompress, if I've got any creative work I'm going to do before I go to bed, I'm thinking about that. I tune out of the fucking hater bullshit like 20 minutes before the fucking stream is ever over. Big W to King Bugs. Big W to King Bugs. I feel like we gotta play King Bugs some music tonight. Definitely. Maybe I'll play some stuff I haven't played in a long time. Not popular stuff, but some stuff that I know from, my personal music tastes. Have you tried to watch your portion size and what you eat since you mentioned about your weight? I already do that, yeah. So one of the things I do to control my portion size these days is I get a small plate. It's not a saucer, but I get it. It's like we've got this plate set. I say a plate set, like we've got, it's most of it's missing parts, but we've got this set of plates, and like the big ones are like that big around, and then there's another one that's like that big around, and then there's like the saucers that are like that big. So I get one of the size plates, and that like prevents me, even if I overcrowd the plate, you have to like really fucking overcrowd a plate like that to eat an insane portion. If you're like 6 feet tall and trying to lose weight and shit, you would really have to fucking stack up on the bullshit. I don't do that. I make it like a normal plate, and as a result of it being smaller and me consciously thinking, well, I don't need to eat that much because I'm not that hungry and all yada yada yada, it works out. Also, another thing that helps I found with like feeling full quicker is eating slowly and drinking some water while you're eating. You eat a few bites, you chew a little slowly and swallow, you don't swallow slowly, but you take some time, and then you drink a little, swig of water, and then move on to the next few bites. And after a while, you start to feel full, usually before you've even really fully finished your plate. And in my case, there's usually a little bit left over on my plate that I just wasn't quite able to get to. Now, like a lot of times, I'll save that little bit that's left over for after I get done with my stream. But those are usually the two times a day that I eat, and so far the results have been speaking pretty well to the success of the strategy. I've lost like 50 pounds over the course of the last year and a half, which I think is pretty good. Thanks for answering. Is that a satanic Ouija board on your wall? Yeah, I don't use it like a Ouija board. I don't think about it as satanic, but it is a spirit board, and in theory, you could use it for divination. But I have never done so it carries no spirit connotations for me. I was skeptical at first, but your authenticity shows through your unwavering stance on any presented subject. My apologies. Hey, well, I appreciate you being introspective about it and coming back with an apology after you felt differently. That's a real sign of I don't know. To me, that's the sign of not just a thinking person, but somebody who is, I don't know how to put it. The term I keep thinking of is self-actualized, but I don't think that's actually the term I'm looking for. Either way, I like to see that kind of shit. Thank you. Any movies you were looking forward to seeing in theaters? Not really. I haven't been keeping up with what the latest releases are, but you know, I am single now, and I can doll myself up pretty nice at this point. So maybe I should just start going to the theater by myself. Who knows? Maybe I'll meet somebody in the concession line. No, but it would be fun. I've never gone to a theater, just me, myself, and I. What's your gender? I'm a trans woman. Any movies you are looking forward to seeing? Oh, I already read that. My bad. My bad. We've already met all the goals, but I'm a fucking shameless self-promoter, so consider donating if you want to help a small-time trans creator keep making content full-time on YouTube as a fucking career, because it does help. Every dollar counts, and I appreciate it a ton. You can also donate by Cash App, and that's down below, as well as my Amazon wish list and a dozen other fucking stupid-ass links. There's so much in that description. You really should check it out. My local theater has a bar that's starting to become more of a thing. I was looking up this business called Alamo Draft House earlier today or yesterday or something, and they are like a combination pizza place, brewery, and theater, which I think is such a dope idea. One of the worst things about the movie theater is that you're limited in the types of food you can get, usually. I don't want to be disrespectful. What are you gender-wise? I am a transgender woman. I identify as a woman first, but being trans is also a part of my identity, and I'm, in my opinion, it's like a positive act and a good thing to be like an open and willing representative of the trans community if you're able to. Obviously, it's not exactly appealing for everybody. I mean, if you pass super well, you know, I can understand why it would be less appealing to be like a super vocal trans ally. MTF. So MTF is assigned male at birth, and that would be someone who, like me, is a trans woman, meaning they were born assigned male at birth and raised as a boy, but eventually came out as trans and now live as a woman. Whereas a trans man would be someone who was born assigned female at birth, raised as a girl, and then later on transitioned into manhood. Is it too late for music? No, it is not too late for music. Especially for you, King Bugs. Let's see here. Black and white, 'cause you took apart a picture that wasn't right. It's burning on a shining sheet, the only maker that you wanna meet. A dying man in a living room, shadow paces the floor. Take you out in the open door. This is not my life. It's just a fond farewell to a friend. It's not what I find. It's just a fond farewell to a friend. We couldn't get things right. Fond farewell to a friend. Said really I just wanna dance. Couldn't even match perfect, it's a great romance. And I can deal with some psychic pain. It'll slow down my iron brain. Veins full of disappearing heat, vomiting in the kitchen sink, reconnecting with the missing link. This is not my life. It's just a fond farewell to a friend. Couldn't get things right. It's just a fond farewell to a friend. Couldn't get things right. Fond farewell to a friend. This is not what I'm like. Fond farewell to a friend. Now I see that you're leaving me, taking up with the enemy. The cold comfort of the in-between, the only thing that a human being. A little less than a happy high, a little less than a suicide. The only thing that you really tried. This is not my life. It's just a fond farewell to a friend. This is not my life. It's just a fond farewell to a friend. Not what I'm like. Fond farewell to a friend. And whatever, don't get on to me for fucking, don't get in my chat saying, oh, those aren't the chords that Elliot used. Yeah, I know. I can't play like Elliot Smith. I'm sorry. Neither can anyone else alive, okay? The only motherfucker who could play like Elliot Smith died to 2 apparently self-inflicted knife wounds to the chest. Don't know how that worked, but sure. Self-inflicted. Ever listen to Big Thief? It doesn't sound familiar. Does not sound familiar off the top of my head. You look cute. Aw, thanks. Ooh, we will play another song, but hands a little bit of rest after that one. Sorry, we can't sing at the same time, but I love singing. I consider myself so lucky that I'm able to do that. I've known so many people that have that same problem. All right, this one's called The Stable Song. By Gregory Alan Isakov. Remember when our songs would sound like prayers, like gospel hymns that you called in the air. Come down, sweet reverence, unto my simple house and ring, and ring. Ring like silver, ring like gold, ring out those ghosts on the Ohio. Ring like clear day wedding bells, will be the belly of the beast or the sword that fell. We'll never tell. Come to me, come clear on some sea. Watch the world spinning waves on that machine. I've been crazy, couldn't you tell? Threw stones at the stars, but the whole sky fell. Now I'm covered up in straw, belly up on the table, and I drank and I sang and passed in the stable. Oh, 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 oh. Now for the awkwardly long instrumental break, which sounds like so awkward because I don't have a banjo, but oh well. That tall grass grows high and brown, while I drag you straight in the muddy ground. Then you sent me back to where I roam. Well, I cursed and I cried, but now I know. Now I know. And I ran back to that holler again. The moon was just a sliver back then, and I ached for my heart like the Tin Man. When it came, oh, it beat and it boiled and it rained. Oh, it's ringing. Ring like crazy, ring like hell. Turn me back toward that wild-haired gale. Ring like silver, ring like gold. Turn these diamonds straight back into gold. Turn these diamonds straight back into gold. Turn these diamonds straight back. Oh, oh. Thank you, King Bugs, for the additional $20. This is the most we've gotten in one night in a fucking long damn time. Look at that. Somebody else on Cash App with another five fucking bucks. You guys have been so incredibly generous, and I love you guys literally so much. Oh my god, that is so fucking cool. You guys, I have the best fucking audience on YouTube. I really do. I don't even know if they were trying to troll or they were just some kind of strange, but it was pissing me off. I love that. Taylor, your prose always has been my favorite. Yeah, I think they were just the bothersome kind of strange, but either way, good to be rid of them. Let's see here. Will you say when I'm gone away? Okay, I think I can play that one. Will you say when I'm gone away? Your mother's body was Judgment Day. We both learned to cradle and live without. Live without. Will you say to them when I'm gone, I loved your child for their sturdy arms. We both dove and rose on the riverside. Oh, 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 oh. Riverside. Oh, oh, oh. Riverside. Will you say when I'm gone away? Your voice is faded. Oh, wait, no. Will you say to me when I'm gone? Your voice is faded, but lingers on, 'cause light strikes a deal with each coming night. Oh, 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 oh. Coming night. Oh, 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 oh. Coming night. Oh, 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 oh. Coming night. Do you know Freebird? I do not know Freebird. That was Each Coming Night by Iron and Wine. More? Yes? Hell yeah. Oh, that's funny. What's the goal of your channel? I aim to bring socio-political commentary about ongoing events, things that happened in history, things that I find interesting, and to engage with an audience of people from all different walks of life with all different ideas about how to solve shit. I'd say that's a pretty good summation. Well, whatever. Like, you got me on the spot, okay? I get it. I'm always on the spot when I'm streaming, but it's like, what's the goal of my channel? Oh, man. Self-definition. This is hard. Do you know Little Black Bird? No, not off the top of my head. I'm trying to think of more Iron and Wine songs I know, though. No, I can't play the trapeze swinger. That thing's like fucking 7.5 goddamn fucking minutes long. 7 minutes of your life that you're never gonna get back because it's the most depressing song ever written. You seem like a good person. I wasn't questioning your integrity. No, I know that. I just like literally do have a problem with like self-definition when it comes to like this channel because I've only been doing this like professionally for almost a year now. And so it's still very like new to me to think about it as something I've got like specific goals for, you know? But I do. Isn't like 3 in the morning over there? Mind your business. What you worried about, Triple C? You ain't the one who's got to abide by my damn sleep schedule. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, it is getting late. But while we got viewers, I'm going to keep hanging out because we keep making donos. Play Coldplay? Okay, sure. Come out to meet you, tell you I'm sorry. I didn't mean to start a war in Iran. I didn't think that they'd block up the strait and fill it chock to the brim with mines. I had to find out, lose 5 airplanes. Now we are begging other countries for help. Nobody said it was easy. Actually, that's a fucking lie. The president said it'd be easy. He didn't think a single American would die. But that was pie in the sky. I said that I wanted to have a part in the future leadership of your country. But you went and elected the new Ayatollah Khomeini despite my humble wishes as the orange dictator. And you know we've got a bunch of nukes, right? Nobody said it'd be easy. Actually, wait, that's a fucking lie. President said it'd be easy. He didn't think a single one of us would die. But then when it happened, he said he was okay with it. There you go. There's your fucking Coldplay. I guess you guys didn't think my Iran song was as funny as I thought it was. I thought that that was comedic gold. Does Trump need permission to send in the Air Force for more planes? What does it matter? I don't mean to be a doomer, and I don't mean this in a doomer way, but what does it matter? Trump long ago figured out the trick to the United States government that no other president besides a few ever figured out or was willing to fucking exploit, which is that, like, he has figured out the time-honored adage, "'Tis better to ask forgiveness than to ask for permission," works to a devastating effect when applied at the level. So what the fuck does it matter if he needs to ask permission? He needs to be locked up for life for 34 fucking felonies, and that's what would happen to him if anybody else, if he was any other fucking dude. 34 felonies, he'd be doing so much time. Make your head spin. What are we going to do about it? I'm personally willing to hop in the first hippie bus heading for fucking Washington, D.C., but I ain't got a vehicle of my own, so I can't be the one to start the march, okay? But I'm genuinely thinking about, like, if this channel takes off to the point where I can do it, I might, like, legit try and start a movement of hippies, nomads, working class people with very little to lose, middle class people that want to see a better world, and people willing to engage, that sits in peacefully, brings 15 to 30 million people to bear on Washington, D.C. and on Wall Street, demands a simple set of changes to the way things are done. I want to do something like that so badly. We need a movement like that. Have you been drinking? No, I have been smoking though. Hi Phoebe, how you doing? I've been doing good. We've been playing some music. I made up a song. Dude, you should go back and listen to me playing I played The Scientist by Coldplay, but I made up my own words and I made it about the Iran war. I've not been drinking, but that comment reminded me of a drinking song. As I was going over the Cork and Kerry Mountain with Captain Farrell and with Captain Farrell and his money he was counting. I first produced my pistol and I then produced my rapier. Said, stand ye and deliver, or ye are about to see what I'm assuring them to do them Back fall the daddy-o, back fall the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. I counted out his money, and it was a pretty penny. I put it in my pocket and I took it home to Molly. She sighed and she swore that she never would deceive me. But the devil take that woman, for you know they can't be easy. Back fall the daddy-o, back fall the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. I drifted to my chamber, all for to take a slumber. Well, I dreamt of golden jewels, and for sure it was no wonder that Jenny drew my charges, and she filled them up with water, and sent for Captain Farrell to be ready for the slaughter. Whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. It's early in the morning, there before I rose to travel. Up comes a band of footpads, and likewise Captain Farrell. I first produced my pistol, for she'd stolen away my rapier. But I couldn't steal the water, so a prisoner I was taken. Back for the daddy-o, back for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. If anyone can save me, it's my brother in the army. If I can find his fortress, if it's, is it Cork or in Killarney? And if you'll go with me, I'll be over through Kilkenny, and I'm sure he'll treat me better than me own my dear little Molly. Mushering-dama-doo-dama-da. Back for the daddy-o, back for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. There's some take delight in their carriages rolling, while others take delight in the hurley and the bowling. While I take delight in the juice of the barley, and courting pretty boys in the morning bright and early. Mushering-dama-doo-dama-da. Back for the daddy-o, back for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Mushering-dama-doo-dama-da. Back for the daddy-o, back for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Hey Phoebe, it's been forever. I've hopped on any one of your lives. How are you doing? I'm doing great. Yeah. What's up, Mary? What's up? What's up? Mary Eli? Bravo. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, it's a good old song. At the rising of the moon, at the rising of the moon, at the rising of the moon. For the pikes must be together at the rising of the moon. Come tell me, Shadow Pharaoh, tell me why you hurry so. Hush and hush and listen, and his cheeks were all aglow. I bear orders from the captain, get you ready quick and soon. For the pikes must be together at the rising of the moon, at the rising of the moon, at the rising of the moon. For the pikes must be together at the rising of the moon. And tell me, Shadow Pharaoh, where the gathering is to be. At the old spot by the river, quite well known to you and me. One more word for signal token, whisper loud the marching tune. With your pike upon your shoulder at the rising of the moon, at the rising of the moon, at the rising of the moon. With your pike upon your shoulder at the rising of the moon. Out from many a mud-walled cabin, eyes were watching through the night. Philly manly heart was beating for the blessed morning light. And word from the valley like the banshees slowly croon. And 1,000 pikes were flashing at the rising of the moon, at the rising of the moon, at the rising of the moon. And 1,000 pikes were flashing at the rising of the moon. Learning to play guitar from the stream is crazy. Who's doing that? I generally think the whole government are pawns for what the shadow government or elites are trying to do what they want. Well, nice. I don't think the shadow government is a thing. The shadow government there is no shadow government. It's billionaire interests. If you want to know the secret thing, by the way, thank you King Bugs for the $20. I saw that. I do appreciate it a ton. Thank you a ton for that. You have gotten us over $200 in donations tonight. Thank you guys. You guys have been so tremendously generous. I appreciate it a ton. Beautiful plan. Thank you. That one hard as fuck. Thank you. Yeah, I think it's not there's no shadow government. There's no secret cabal. The cabal is open and public. It's billionaire interests. If you want to trace any of our government's weird policies that just don't make any sense, you got to look into the capital interests and look into it hard. And the harder you look, the more you will see people acting on behalf of the billionaires. Will we get that talk show? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you guys blew through that goal like $100 ago. You guys shouldn't be sorry you can't donate tonight. You guys have been tremendously generous. Those of you who have been able to donate have been providing a lot. I'll paint you. I'll paint you a picture. I used to be, but now I can't. Now I can't. Man, that I probably could, but I feel like it wouldn't sound good. There was a couple there have been like 3 times in my life where I've been able to scream that song out with like just all my lungs and heart and soul. But my own ego gets in the way of me doing that nowadays, so you're gonna have to pick a different song, or I'm gonna have to put the capo on. Either way, one of the two. Get the most dank weed vape money I can buy. Okay, I'll try. I don't think I can, but you know, I'm not going to make the talk show. Oh no, that makes me so sad. Well, you can catch it in the aftermath though. Just watch the VOD. I'll make sure it's not members only. I'll make sure at least one copy of it is not members only. I have to say, I just left and had to go down Elliott Smith rabbit hole. Yeah, dude. Okay, did you see as much shit as I did? So my opinion is that Elliott Smith was murdered by a spurned lover. I do not think Elliott Smith killed himself, because in order to administer 2 blows to your own chest, you would have to pierce through your own solar plexus, and you would have to do it twice. I just don't see how it's possible. I have job. Well, I know. I get that. Okay. I do. But I'm just saying, I will make sure that you can watch it in the aftermath. Or are you saying you want me to reschedule it or something? New subscriber. Thank you. Yes, I agree, definitely. Yeah, it's just a weird thing. I think that the police fucked up on that one super bad. But there is absolutely no pressure to there's very little public pressure to reopen the case at this point, and when there is public pressure, the PD has just fucking pushed back against it super hard. I want to learn how to play an instrument, but been too busy with so many shit. Genuine pain not being able to play something TBH. Yeah, I mean, it's easier than you would think. It's also, there's lots of lessons available on YouTube. Lots of people showing you how to play different things. Got it covered with cans of food, filtered water, and pictures of you. And I'm not coming out until this is all over. And I'm looking through the glass where the light bends at the cracks. And I'm screaming at the top of my lungs, pretending that the echoes belong to someone. Someone that I used to know. And you'll become. So that's when the bodies finally go. Oh. King Bugs with another fucking $10. Holy shit, thank you. Oh, I'm not picky. You're good, Phoebe. Oh, okay, cool. Bet. Nice. Awesome. Fuck yeah. I have job and no money. Yeah, I mean, that happens more and more these days. Damn. The economy is fucking dog shit. Prices are up, wages are stagnant. Prices are up, wages are stagnant. I feel like we say this so much, but nothing ever happens about it. Thank you, King Bucks, for the $10. I appreciate it. All right, well, good night. I'm gonna go to sleep because I'm sicker than a damn dog right now. I'm sorry, Mel. I'm sorry, Mary. I hope you feel better. I really do. I hope you feel better. That is super lame, and I hope you feel a lot better tomorrow. I like that you make the vocals kind of shinzy. Well, that's because the version that I base my version off of is the Shins cover of that song. Gold teeth and a curse for this town were all in my mouth. Only I don't know how they got out here. Turn me back into the past I was when we met. I was happier then with no mindset. And if you turn to me like a cold takes the wind, well, I'd have jumped from my tree and I'd have danced the queen of the ice source. Rest of our lives would have fared well. New slang when you notice the sprite and the dirt in your fries. Hope it's right when you die. Old and bony, dawn breaks like a bull through the hall. Never should have called, but my head's to the wall and I'm lonely. But if you turn to me like a gull takes the wind, well, I'd have jumped from my trees and I'd have danced at the feet of the ice horse, and the rest of our lives would have fared well. Godspeed, all the beggars are gone. May they all cut their thumbs and bleed into their buns till they melt away. I'm looking in on the good life I might be doomed never to find without a trust. Flaming fields, am I too dumb to refine? And if you turn to me like, well, I'd have danced the queen of the ice source. Rest of our lives would have fared well. Did not know they covered it. They did indeed. They did indeed. Reminds me of Between the Bars. Damn, that's a good song. I wish I remembered how to play that one still. I was gonna shut up, but please tell me you've watched One Piece. I haven't really, no. I'll fake it through the day. Johnny Walker is in the poison rain down my veins to put bad thoughts in my head. 2 tickets torn in half and love, nothing to do. Do you miss me? Miss misery? You said you did. I should learn all the words to that song. Mazzy Star. I wanna hold the hand inside you. I wanna be the breath that's true. I look to you and I see nothing. I look at you, I see the truth. You live your life, you go in silence. A stranger's heart in need of home. You put your hand in your pocket. Colors your eyes with what's not there. Fade into you. Strange you never knew. Fade into you. I think it's strange if you never knew. Your voice is beautiful. Aw. Don't be giving me a big head now. I appreciate it, though. I do. I do appreciate it. Don't guess you've ever heard of Mojave 3 or Neil Halstead or Slow Dive, have you? Nobody ever has, so don't feel bad if not. I agree, Fade Into You is pretty peak. Game, you ever heard of Tamakun? No. Unfamiliar. Oh my god. I'm gonna stretch my leg out for a second. If you're one of the only people out there that's ever heard of Neil Halstead, Slow Dive, or Mojave 3, I can play you some interesting songs. Oh, I've got no desire to master guitar. If I can fuck around with it, that's fine with me. Rodrigo and Gabriella. Does not sound familiar. It's great. It's something I think you might like. I'll check it out. I won't take it off the list. You were looking down at them, they were looking down at you. You were starched and pressed, they were all disheveled. They were ragamuffins, they said, and looked at you. No, we're not clean, but we're on the same level. And you've got big plans, we're gonna save the world. All you care about is dollars, that doesn't make sense. All you do is watch the news. Oh my god, I wish I knew all the lyrics of that damn song. There's so many words. Oh, I want to play Kimmy Dawson so bad, but she sings too fucking fast. Can't do it. You're so smart. I have to break your heart. I like my new bunny suit. I like my new bunny suit. I like my new bunny suit. When I wear it, I feel cute. Oh, fuck. Okay, well, you know, My head is now repeating House of the Rising Sun. It's a slight bit, yeah. Yeah. I mean, it was a pretty faithful covering, but yeah, I gotta go. I gotta at least make ready to go because we got those call-in shows. We got one tomorrow, one the next day. Stay tuned for updates as to when those are happening. Are you high? Yes. I am stoned to the bone. There is a house in New Orleans, like cold the rising sun. Can Phoebe do a blinker with a normal pipe? You can't do a blinker with a pipe. Doesn't even make sense. Do 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 do. Have a good night. I love you, and I'm from New Orleans. Oh, nice. Well, you have a good night too. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get off here, y'all. It's been a fun stream. It's late, and I gotta go. So thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you guys for your incredible generosity tonight, especially King Bugs. He's been the fucking VIP. A big shout out to fucking Bugs. And thank you guys for hanging out. I will catch you guys tomorrow.